keep it on the perimeter. Williams did not shoot it well in game one. He finished 5 of 20. Holmgren got a bump from Porter, continues on the drive. Hartenstein gives it up. The corner pop. It goes.
Unable to convert there, but you like his aggressiveness if you're Denver.
Holmgren lob it up. Slam it down. Hartenstein.
See the activity on the defensive end and the activity on the offensive end.
In regulation. Step in, steal by Dort. Dort's going to try to do it himself. He missed it. Kept alive by Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander cleans it up on the inside. With a
pass on the interior. You had 4 guys get down in transition. But certainly Degno felt like we can get better on some of those execution items in the defensive end in the fourth quarter.
Inside for Hartenstein. The setup by Williams. 11-7 OKC. Hartenstein trying to give it up. The cut and the jam by Williams.
In Oklahoma City, one of the best cutting teams in the NBA.
SGA, bounce it, Hartenstein, again, and again, and again. He has become Mr. Nugget in so many ways.
How about 2 game winners in the same postseason?
Holmgren cans it from the corner.
The small forward, Jalen Williams guarding Jokic. Jokic making him pay.
The bigger Jalen Williams hits on a 3. Thunder shooting 62% from the field. SGA wants to clear the area. The fade is good. Kick it for the Brown 3. Off the mark. Shots are not going down. They've been well contested. Holmgren with a head of steam. Layup goes and a foul.
Flying down the floor, Holmgren with those long strides at 7-1. Attacking.
Denver is 3 of 13 from the field. Feed it inside and bounce off of Jokic. Turnover. Look, Russell Westbrook is in. Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go and puts some English on it. The Canadian.
This lineup right now for Denver was so good in game one, defensively and efficiently on the offensive end.
Lou Dort, bingo! High screen, Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander. Off balance, Banker goes. That's difficult.
That was a tough horse shot right there. Execute at the end of the game like they would have liked.
Didn't finish. Didn't slam the door shut, as Mark Degno said to us. Turnover. Wallace ahead. Joe, poke away, but he put it to Hartenstein, and Dort is there. Watson got a piece, but that's how this first quarter is gone. Anybody that's Team Calipari is good with him.
Well, there are a lot of Team Calipari out there in the NBA.
Isaiah Joe with a downtown hit. Presti on that list.
Well, the gold standard in the NBA right now, what he's done. But David Copperfield, where's the picture of Sam Presti? Really, right now, Denver is going to have to work on their defense here and attempt to get some stops. Everything going OKC's way.
Wallace pops it in from the outside. Getting into it with a fan sitting in the 5th row.
And the fans, they cheered him before game one.
They did. Not tonight. Wallace connects on a 3.
I'm loving the energy.
Fun to watch.
MVP finalist Jokic and Gilgeous-Alexander along with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Gordon stumbling going to the rim. He had it blocked underneath. Caruso twisting and turning for 2.
You had Jokic posting up on the smaller Wiggins. They missed him.
Williams, hard drive. Brown gets a piece of it. Open look. Wiggins nails it from long range. They are 8 of 14 from deep, 57%. Gordon fakes out Caruso, drives in, and blocked by Holmgren. Blocked again. 2 for the price of 1. Wallace goes coast to coast. He just kicked it to another gear.
Now OKC, look at the defense. Holmgren just being long on the first attempt, blocking the shot. Look at Cason Wallace beat the entire Nuggets team down the floor. I played with a guy in Phoenix.
Missed there by Wiggins out of the timeout.
And I like how I'm sure he told Stephanie that he was very a matter of fact. Like, no one else in the league can do that. As
Stepping and steal, Wiggins takes it to the upper room.
Jokic not able to get going inside, steps outside.
Lou Dort, slam down, Wiggins on the rack attack.
Right now, Denver is in a zone. Hard to block out, but Wiggins goes up high, anticipating the miss. And his effort defensively, knocked down some threes on the offensive glass right now. I mean,
jab, jumper, splash. Gilgeous-Alexander, swing it. Wiggins, got a three.
And that's how you attack a zone. Dribble penetration. And we talked before this series, Denver, they only go 8 deep with Westbrook playing most of the minutes off the bench. But OKC just wears you down.
Gilgeous-Alexander, short, tip in. Hartenstein gets the roll. It's 23-11 in this first half. Quite a different story from game one. That's not working either. Jokic tried to hit Westbrook. Upstairs, slam down. Jalen Williams climbs the imaginary ladder. They are all pumped up in OKC. Huge lead.
Talented young player showing his range.
Gilgeous-Alexander fades and hits. Wiggins can't hit the three. Hartenstein keeps it alive. Hartenstein finishes on the inside. They had 2 turnovers. 2. Lowest turnovers in the NBA this season. OKC, as Denver turns it over to start this third quarter. Start of this third quarter, they go into Gordon. Drop step, layup, no. Rebound, Gordon. And he's tripped. Goes down hard in the process. They turned it over 18 times in game one. Overcame that with late game execution. Williams, off balance delivery, goes down.
And Williams is so good. Had such an incredible season. He's on the bench, but right here, getting to that left hand, nice pull up.
Close game that they were in game one, they fell short. This has felt more like what we saw against the Grizzlies as SGA scores in the paint. On the switch, Gilgeous-Alexander crosses over and gets it to go. SGA is smooth with it.
Oh, great footwork right here. SGA just takes his time. Great crossover, gets in the paint. Comes to a...
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has scored 22. He's dished out 7 assists. Hartenstein, backdoor, layup goes. It's Dort. Williams over Jokic. No. Rebound, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren. Yes, a three.
Right there, SGA just gets a little higher, goes up with 2 hands.
Porter now 1 of 9 from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander fades and hits. Under 4 minutes to go now in the third. Hartenstein faked the handoff, shot clock down to 5. The cut and slam by Williams. And another dime from Hartenstein. Williams leaves it for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's born to score.
Westbrook still has the energy and the athleticism after all those great seasons.
Williams to Williams. J-Dub inside. Hammer jam. SGA. Also made the point that his workouts are so efficient that you see that efficiency play out in the way he plays the game. Jumper is smooth from Isaiah Joe with the tray ball. And then a reload here for OKC. A.J. Mitchell in the game. And A.J. Mitchell in the box score.
He didn't take advantage of that in the fourth quarter, game one, knocking down threes and making teams pay. And they've done it tonight.
Westbrook stripped of the ball. Mitchell into the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love that you brought that up, and that was a great point on his part. Look, he said there are things that they can improve upon, things they can do better. but not change who you are after one game.
They're on the receiving end of a rout in favor of the Thunder. Here's Joe one-on-one with Tyson. And Joe nails the J.
It was Christian Brown, it was Aaron Gordon, it was Russell Westbrook. So much easier for the complimentary players when they're playing at home in the playoffs.
The accountability is there, and at the respect level that the team has. Tyson misses from long range. Najee the offensive rebound. Slapped away. Turnover. Joe give it up. Mitchell. Can't to triple. One stat in favor of the Nuggets. They have won 7 straight playoff series after winning game 1. Got Char and a handoff for Tyson. 5:25 mark of the 4th. Steal. Mitchell upstairs.
When they didn't necessarily, they may be a 500 team then, as Joe just stays hot from 3.
59% shooting for the Oklahoma City Thunder, 37% for Denver. That's going to add to the percentage for OKC. The layup from the rookie out of Weber State, Dylan Jones. Fast break points, 22-5. Knocked away from Pickett. Mitchell, all gas, no brakes for the Thunder. Oklahoma City responds in a big way. Game 2 belongs to the Thunder. 149-106. The first team in the playoffs this year to win a home game in the second round.
When they did. Impressive start to finish. The sense of urgency came out with a chip on their shoulder. I said earlier, played